The Centers for Disease Control dropped certain testing and self-quarantine recommendations from its travel guidelines for fully vaccinated people. The update applies to domestic travel, but the CDC still discourages non-essential travel even for those fully vaccinated. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is at Dallas Love Field tonight with the details. Peyton.
Heather, it was a busy day at Love Field as we head into the Easter weekend, but Love Field tells me even with the new CDC announcement, the safety protocols inside will not change, but what you will see, longer lines. Cameron Bailey, fresh off the plane from college in Utah, back home for Easter.
I haven't seen her since January.
Her mom, Luann, who works in healthcare, says she's finally ready for a weekend full of family, with both women fully vaccinated.
They pretty much stuck to whatever CDC guidelines were.
Fully vaccinated people can resume travel at low risk to themselves.
Friday, the CDC relaxed recommended guidelines for fully vaccinated flyers, while still opposed to non-essential travel. It announced domestic passengers do not need to get a COVID-19 test or self-quarantine before or after travel. For international flights, the CDC says people do not need a COVID-19 test before leaving unless it's required by your destination. However, people should get a negative test before coming back home, and masks are still mandatory.
I think it probably caught us by surprise.
Chris Perry with Dallas Love Field Airport says the crowds are growing. Night and day to 2020, Friday, Perry says they had 12,000 bookings. Good Friday last year, less than 1,000.
March 2020, April 2020, we started to see that these surveys and long-range forecasting looking at a 4 or 5 year recovery for air travel, I think that certainly was off. And so that's encouraging for us from the airport side.
The CDC's announcement comes the same day as Texas hit an all-time vaccination record. 360,000 shots administered in one day. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport tells Fox 4 it's optimistic of the positive trends forecasted for the summer. Also, April will be the last month Delta Airlines will keep the middle seat open before it joins the rest on returning to a full capacity plane.
I had no issue coming to the airport. I didn't want to come. This wasn't my first choice.
Passenger Wayne Bowers completing his round trip to Florida while staying cautious, having only gotten the first of his 2 doses.
I think the whole point of the vaccine is to make you feel comfortable around others.
Love Field tells me since March 2020, they've been on a contracted schedule, but recently Southwest Airlines, their biggest carrier, they have added additional destinations.